I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. Let's hear rhymes tonight. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 59.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Lance. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Davis Price. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Davis Price again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run with Robinson, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical.
Always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On play action, Lance. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Play action, now it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On the give, McAllister with it. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. They'll run with Davis Price. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ty Davis Price.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bulldogs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's Herbert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
It's the corner blitz that got him. J.C. Jackson with a sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A handoff to McAllister. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. On the carry, it's McAllister. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Lance buying time to his left. It's caught. Here's Langford.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now a play fake. Lance. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. This complete to Langford. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Lance now on 1st down.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
To throw, it's Lance.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bulldogs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
On Herbert, his third interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight.
He's got it at the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl from the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now Herbert following the turnover. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that was going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They run with Deuce McAllister. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running right, here's McAllister. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll go for it. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run for it here with McAllister. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is McAllister. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Bulldogs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. In motion left is Beckham. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And now here is another interception. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 3 quarters gone by. Don't